You know, throughout my growth and development in the martial arts over many years now, I've accumulated along the way not only regular students, associate students. I've met a lot of people. I've gained some friends, but I've also gained what I term as groupies, and these are just simply people who join my class. Some of them, when they join with the intentions of studying martial arts and learning my system. But at some point in time, they sort of fell off, and life got them caught up. Be it having relationship problems, and they sort of fell out of class, or they began to gain a lot of weight, some of them, or ended up with some medical conditions that would not allow them to continue or even participate on the level that they should. So they began to become more groupies. And I say that in a very affectionate way because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, people just want to belong. They cannot necessarily do things the way you do them, but they still want to be a part of what you're doing. They can be members or even associates. They can assist you on various levels. They can clean the dojang. They can help you with office work. I mean, the list just goes on, really. But you don't want to cut people off and destroy their faith in you, the instructor, after you've already taken them on board, because a lot of times in the beginning you don't even know who you're dealing with or even what you're dealing with until later on. It's funny that sometimes later on could be many, many years later. But anyway, I have groupies in addition to my regular students. I have associate students and I have groupies. I have those people who I just, from a humanitarian standpoint, I don't want to just cut them off and say, well, you're not my student anymore. They still call me teacher, even though they don't participate to the best of their ability. They try to participate, but some of them don't participate hardly at all from the physical standpoint, but they're still nonetheless groupies. If you are an instructor and you have groupies, let me know. Now, we cannot beat up on them. And I did a video some years ago, I believe it was, where I touched on the different types of people who will come through your doors as an instructor in the martial arts. You're going to have people who really want to learn the art, the historical aspect of it, the physical techniques, the katas, self-defense, and maybe even weaponry in that, and even compete in tournaments, martial arts tournaments. And then you want to have those guys that just want to learn self-defense only. And then you're going to have those people who don't have the ability to do a lot of the techniques, and at some point in time they end up sort of falling off and not participating the way that they really should. And there's a plethora of excuses why, but nonetheless, you don't really want to just open the door and kick them out. I mean, they're not doing any harm other than just being there and trying to belong. We all need someone, is what I'm getting at. So I'm encouraging you instructors, if you have experienced students like this who love you as a person, as an instructor, either they're not able to participate because of medical or physical conditions or just don't have the time, but they have put in some amount of time at the outset, don't let them go. Reconsider if you've been thinking about it, unless they're just totally just disruptive of your program. But other than that, keep them on the roll book. Let them keep loving you, and you love on them back, and they'll just remain in that category. You don't have to call them a groupie per se, but that's really what they are. They're people who want to belong to something in life because of maybe the way that they were brought up, and they didn't have a father figure or a mother figure or big brother or whatever the case may be. They just want to belong. They want to be associated with you. So just let them. That's all I had to say about that. So if you are an instructor, master, grandmaster, what have you, and you have those types of people or students, just let it be. And as long as we all get along with one another, it'll be all right. So tell me your story. We're out.